had an idea. This is just gonna be like a one-off video. I want to. All right, I'm not talking here or anything. I'm gonna try and make like a close to fully automated system. Like I'm gonna have three or four. Ah, screw y'all guys. I'll go over here. I'm gonna make like three or four production lines that I'm gonna try and see if I can get them just like with like the pallet pushers and the auto loader bags and so on and so forth. I'm gonna see if I can't make like a production line. Like if you put something in one end and it like works its way all the way down the production line and then it comes out the other end as a completed product, and then have like a selling point at the other end. So basically, all you gotta do is put stuff in and just let it feed itself through. So I don't know what I'm going to drive for yet. I've been thinking about it, but I really don't know the production lines well enough to know like, oh, if I try this, I can go here, here, here. I'm going to have to, kind of figure this out as I go. So there's probably going to be a lot of cuts in here as I'm tinkering and figuring. But I downloaded the new map or newer map. It's 4 fields. I can't remember what the map's called now. I'm sorry. I cleared one of the fields off, just made it all grass, and I'm gonna try and, like I said, I'm gonna try and just set a production line up. I got to figure out how to turn the buildings so everything lines up and so on and so forth. But I'm gonna go through this, and I'm gonna, if y'all want to go on the journey with me, here we go. Let's start off by looking. Let's see. There's a bunch of production lines on the map already. I bought everything on the map. The whole area, this whole place is mine. So all these production lines are already here, I own. But technically, considering I'm wanting to go ahead and do it the way I'm doing it, this, like I said, this field right here, there's nothing in it. I've cleared it all off. So I'm probably going to just build my own production lines in here. Like I said, it's only a test. So I'm going to pretty much spawn everything in. I'm going to try and see if I can set it all up inside here. So everything on the outside doesn't matter. I just bought it all. So I actually don't know why I bought it all. That's a good question. Feeling froggy, I guess. I was looking for an achievement, see if there's an achievement for owning everything on the map. But so I'm going to try here. But there's already a bunch of productions on this map, like a whole bunch. And the cows over here, I tried to, because in case I needed milk, I was like, well, you know what? I'll go ahead and throw some cows in the cow pen, give them some food, let them start making. So if I needed anything, they could, I just go over and steal the milk. Well, I couldn't figure out how to get it in there. There's not like a trigger marker over here for the cows. I tried. I had this whole thing, this whole trailer filled with TMR. Why is that up? Okay. I filled it up. I come all the way around this building, and it's like right here somewhere. It's a trigger for it, but I kept jamming the trailer up against the fence. Every angle, I was turning this way. I was looking that way, slamming into it, but these cows are just here to be here. These ain't mine. And I could not get it to drop, so I gave up. I was like, screw it. I'll just spawn in my own milk if I need it, depending on what it is I decide I'm going to try and do the production line on. But these are the pieces of equipment I got so far. It's just in case I needed something to move around. But just what I first started with. If I need anything else, I'll just buy it from the store. As you can see up there, I have plenty of money. You see, I'm an eccentric billionaire who wants to see well, that ain't even billions. Okay, well, you know what? Multi-millions. I know numbers. Just to see what happens when I try and link things together. So let's go in here. I'm going to look in the menu and see what it is makes what to what to what to what, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here's a $1 million question. When the bread comes out, with it being this on top of it, will it set it on here or will it be in the way? Because this might be a little too tall. See, bloop, bloop, bloop. That's went out of there and went straight into here. Okay. Looks like a camera sticking out of the wall for a second. That's a weird place for a camera. I guess they want to catch what kind of kicks those fuckers are wearing. So while I'm waiting on that, I kind of want to actually move that while I'm waiting because I want to try, because I don't think that's going to work. So, actually, yeah, while I'm waiting on this, I'm going to try something. Alright, so, because it should spawn like right here. Pretty sure it puts it to the right side when it first comes out. Let's find out. Actually, test you. I didn't know I could do that. That's kind of cool. Just ignore the fact your tracks are gone. There you go. Hopefully you don't argue with the ramp too much. There you go. Okay, and you just go back on your own. Alright. Don't spawn out before it gets back. Whoops. Alright, you just wait there. Now, where are we at over here? We're getting closer. Okay. Now we wait. You son of a bitch. How dare you? I could have swore you spawned in on the other damn side. Alright. Oh, it's magic. It's Skadoosh. Aren't these automatic? What are you doing? Did I read these wrong? I thought these were auto. No, I could have swore these damn things were automatic. Was I wrong? Okay, so that part worked, but it's not automatic like I thought it was. At least I don't think it was. So I want to wait for another one to pop out. And it's not like they couldn't be automatic because if days are running like normal, you know, one pops out and it moves it. But if you sleep and then a bunch pop out and then it moves them out of the way and then a bunch more pop out and then it goes to slide back, I could see where that could be a problem actually. Okay, so idea number one, I think the bust. But I have another one, and I could have swore that the bread spawned over here. It started at this point. Maybe it does start at this point. Which, I mean, doesn't matter because I have another idea. It's even cheekier than this one, actually. Alright, still got a little ways to go, but this is my second idea. The auto unload pallets. So if you turn it this way, auto loads into here, then it auto discharges into the next one. Auto loads, then it'll discharge, and then it just shoots it straight to the sell point. So, I mean, it'll look dumb, sort of, depending on how you have it set up, I guess, depending on where. Because like I said, obviously you can sell the bread straight from here. I just don't know the difference in price. I don't remember. I'd have to look. But you could have it, you know, pop out here, which it popped over here on its own. I don't remember. But it should, with the pallet thing here, I know it goes to the next available spot, and this should be within range of it. So it'll pop out here, it'll go in the bag, go in the next bag, and then depending on if this height is too high, I may have to like scoot it down and like put it on the ramp. I don't know. I might be able to space them out. We'll see what happens when it comes out. And then it automatically discharges into the sell point. So all you literally have to do is, if everything works like it's supposed to, is you go get your grain, whatever you want to use, put it in here, and then everything else is just automatic. You don't have to keep doing it yourself. It just boo boo boo. And of course, unless, you know, you're waiting on a better sale price, then you come and you take one of the pallets on a line. Solves that problem. But I'm still looking to make a bigger one. I want to make like a bigger production line. What happened to you? Somebody throw mud at you? I didn't even drive over here. It wasn't me. So you would just set it up, have it ready, do your one side, and then just kind of wait for everything to happen. When you sleep, you'd wake up and then everything would be automatic. It would do it on its own. Even because this one's set up where the squares, it's not exactly in the middle of the square, but it should be close enough. I'm pretty sure that even if the flower spawned way down here, I think it would still grab it. If not, you could just adjust it to the middle. I just put it down for testing because I knew it popped out of this thing first. But you can stack it in the middle to make sure it kind of grabs everything. And then, I mean, if you have to, just set it to one side and just do the same thing with the pallets over. Just have them string together to right in the right spot. Where we at? Yeah, so I got a little bit longer to go. Alright, so we're going to stand here and wait again and see what happened. Okay, so yeah, it's grabbing it up. And it's letting it go. Where'd you go? Let me see. Okay, where'd it go? Okay, it's still holding it. So I guess this one ain't close enough? Alright, let me try this here. There it goes. I had to get a little closer, I guess. There it goes. So, I'm gonna need one more. Yeah. Okay, so I guess that's not the right level. What if I scoot you? There you go. And the money's there. Okay, so. Twist a little bit. Alright, I sped up time a little bit so I can get through this a little faster. Fixing to drop another one. You grabbed it. You grabbed it. You're still not grabbing it. You tell me you were just out here. Hey, it worked. Okay, I went straight all the way through. Alright. So, obviously you, like I said, if you wanted to, you could just put the sell point. I don't know if it'll spawn on there. I didn't try it, but you could put the sell point right here on top of the spot so that it put it directly into the sell point. The problem with that is, I mean, you could always put it to store if you've got the place upgraded enough. But the problem with that is if you wanted to just hang on to it for a little while, say you wanted to let the price get a little higher or whatever, you would have to like remove the point and put it back and all that stuff. Whereas if you just do it this way, and depending on how you've got other spots set up around it, you could have several things coming to the sell point. Which, like I said, this one's a little bit on the high side. I need it to be lower on the ground so everything's level. Which, I mean, I could do that if I really wanted to put the effort into it. Which, as a test, it seemed like it was point. But you could have other things coming up to it, and then if, like, say you didn't want the bread to sell yet, you wanted to let it kind of build up a little price a little bit, then you just take this pallet or this pallet, one of them, and you just take them out of line, and you sit over here on the side somewhere. All this will keep building up. It'll keep producing, it'll keep making, and it'll store a boom. It'll go as far down the line as it can right before the sell point. So all these will fill up before it stops making, or start storing it inside once you've run out of room. Which would, I mean, I don't remember now, but these things have a shit ton of storage in them. So I mean, if you want to you could literally let this sit over here and just run for probably years in game before it gets completely full, and just wait for the best time for the price to come in. Then you just come over here and grab your pallet, bring it over here and set it down, and just let it push it in there, and then you make your money. Keeps you from having to transport things. If you got, like, if you're playing, you know, as much as realistic as possible. Obviously, this would be not quite out of the realms of realistic, but you know, so watch the money up there, and it all goes up. Just But if you wanted to, you know, technically this wouldn't be outside the realm of realistic. I mean, it does defeat some of the purpose of the game. You're not, you know, doing the delivery yourself. You're not doing every little thing yourself, which micromanaging is a thing. I don't really see the harm in something like this because it does. I mean, you really, you could just try like put a conveyor belt here too. I mean, I don't think a conveyor belt will pick up a pallet, but point being, you know, basically it's like having a hired hand over here who just does nothing but sit right here on this little ledge, sit on his ass, smoking a cigarette, and wait for the pallet to come out. And he goes, "Oh, there's a pallet," and he grabs it, and walks it over here, and he goes sells it. It's kind of what it does. At least this way, you don't have to, just have to pay for the pallets. You don't have to pay an AI non-stop forever. But this is just the beginning one. Like I said, this is a short line, the easiest one I knew to try for. Now, if you want to do something a little more complicated, which honestly I don't know which one that would be, I'm gonna have to, again, I don't know all the production lines on here as well as I should. I played the game mostly on console. I just recently got on the computer version, so I don't know all the production lines well. I need to find one that's like 3 or 4 strands long, 5 strands long, so I go building to building to building to building, you know, moving it from one spot to the other without making it look like crap. Because I mean, this one, with it just being 2 buildings, it actually doesn't look that bad. And if you think about it legitimately, this would probably be a normal setup, IRL. There would be people that had the plant next to the other plant, so you wouldn't want to have to drive across town to drop off the flour to, you know, the bakery. It wouldn't probably be right next door to each other because the bakery is more of a consumer base, whereas the plant, you know, the flour plant would be set up to, you know, industrial plant. So they wouldn't be right next door to each other, but there are some places I'm sure that they are. Yeah, so that test is good. Is that a vending machine? I guess that's where I get my milk from. I think it's actually a milker in it. Yeah, it's a milking machine. Slide on over there and sucky. That was awkward. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. The person who made this mod said something about not having more than a couple close together because they could cause problems. So technically, I could be setting myself up for a huge game crash here. So for anyone who decides decided to watch this video and thought, hey, that idea looks kind of funny or cool or, you know, whatever. Disclaimer: be careful. This might cause a game crash, which is one of the reasons I'm on a test map here. The sugar is set to go. You're set to make stuff once it gets there. You'll produce here. Like I said, I'll deal with the sell point later. But first, I gotta get everybody to making stuff. So, let's get the time rolling again. Okay, that's sold back there. Okay, see, yeah, this is propping down over here first. So I'm gonna have to use these pallets to block this with. How close do you need to be before you... Yeah, see, it ain't even gonna be that close. So I'm gonna use these pallets to block all this mess with. Come on, let me through. And they won't go in here because this is liquid. So now any more sugar that comes out should get forced to spawn up there to the spot close enough. And we'll find out later on when some milk starts coming through. Because I slowed it down. So let's go see. There's no milk in there. Okay. All right, how are you doing over here? Yeah, you're chewing it, put it right on up in there. Okay. Give me milk. Until I find out it's going to pull milk straight out of the cow pen and then take it down the line, this isn't going to really answer the question. Because I'm pretty sure my cows usually produce milk pretty fast, and these are all girly cows. See? Well, that's got horns on it, but that didn't... What is that one? I bought girly cows. Let me double check. But I bought girly cows. I know I did. Let me in here. Oh. Okay, well, you know what? Screw all y'all. Make me look bad. Okay, there. Now these little fuckers should be starting to make me some milk. There it goes. Okay, see, now there's milk in there. And it's not coming out to here. It's not yet. I guess I can't get the milk out with the pallets. If I pick it up or anything, does it need to be at a higher level? Can you take... Shut up. Right up against the building? No. A little further away from the building? No. Well, ain't this a pickle? And not the former. See, I thought I was being cheeky over here. Whoops. Whoops. Hey, calm down. So, how? Because I have to be here to pull this milk out of any other way that I can think of. Because I'd have a trailer hooked up over here and I have to come snatch it myself. And I was really hoping this would trigger on its own and pull it out. I got an idea. It might work with a telehandler. I'd prefer it to be a telehandler because I like telehandlers bedler. Bedler. I like them bedler. Hope you like yours bedler because I like mine bedler. We can crab steer, it'll be alright. And I really like this the side panel for the heavy equipment bundle because I got it set up for my forks technically are on my joystick, which I mostly they sell out normal joysticks now. But can I get it from the side? I can't remember now. Either way, I gotta get it from this back side. Wait, no, I really needed to be on the side, otherwise this ain't gonna work. Yeah. Perfect. And see, and that's the good thing about me being on a telehandler, because I can reach. But I'm on the wrong side, so I gotta go back around to the side. Alright, let's go this way. Thought I could be cheeky here. Maybe I can't. I'm just not seeing it, are you? I drove a forklift IRL, so I'm so used to slapping the actual. Do you see it like right beside my steering wheel to the left-hand side of the column? You see that little switch back and forth that's changing directions for the gear shifter? That's how a forklift is too, obviously, for anybody who knows. And I keep trying to reach up there and slap it to change direction in this thing because it makes me feel like I'm on a damn forklift. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. Let me try the actual trailer. I like the way that attaches. That's so fucking cool. And you can do it apparently on all four sides, from what I understand. So that's helpful. Did you get some milk in you? Did I do something with that? Alright, so taking the milk straight out of the Milkinator 5000 over here, at least on this one, seems to be a little bit of a challenge because it has to be triggered. It's not just spawned to the ground. And I'm pretty sure these pallets, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm pretty sure these pallets won't pick up anything unless it's like loosey-goosey, already out and about. If it has to be triggered, it has to be told to be evacuated from its current position, which is the way that, the do with the trailers on the milk and other places. I don't think it'll pull it from there, from what I can tell. So I don't think you can do it with, I mean, you could still do it once you pull it out, obviously. Just have a trailer sitting here, come over here, squirt it into the trailer, and then I don't know what you do with it from there. Actually, I didn't try that part. Let's see if I can get this in the... Yeah, you probably have to, you can't... That's a good point. You can't exactly have liquid sitting on the ground. And I kind of keep dropping names or nothing, but I was watching... The reason I know how to do this is because I watched DJ Goham use these. That's why I looked them up. And I remember him using these liquid ones. That's why they look like a water sack. But actually, I can't remember now how he used them. Yeah, okay. He didn't use the sacks for that. But you can't put milk out on the ground. You have to take milk in a container. I have to think about that one. But I think this video's gone long enough. You kind of get the idea of what I was thinking. I'll try and figure out how to get this working. And if anybody wants to know, put a comment down below. If I get this figured out, I'll let you know. Looking into. The mod is a global goods transport pallet. This is the one I'm using for the pallets or sell anything. But those are the two I was trying it with. That's gonna be it for this video. Just an idea I come up with. I was kind of curious of what I could get to going. I'm gonna try and come up with some more. I'm gonna save this map. So if I come up with anything else, I can just keep it going on this and have it, I might even have some of the storage ready that I need for it too. You know the routine. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip.